Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Waseem Anwar from Lahore, Pakistan, and with me.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And this is Ayesha Asim from Karachi, Pakistan.
Welcome, my brother, and we are yet again back with an exciting and informative series of interviews, starting with one of the most dynamic men in ONPASSIVE. You all must have seen him on webinars and events. A man who possesses ample knowledge and carry a vision of bringing a change in the lives of people. And he's not only founder, he is qualified. He's also doctor. We are lucky enough to get his learning and experiences. He is none other than Dr. AbdiRahim Hiz from Somalia. Hello, sir. How are you?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. AbdiRahim from Somaliland. I'm good, Wasim and Ayesha. Thank you for your invitation. I'm very appreciative you. Today, I'm very delighted to be here. I'm a founder and also I'm a medical doctor, as you, Wasim mentioned it. So I am here welcoming you very warmly, all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm very happy to be here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Walaikum assalam.
Aisha, let's start this session. It's your show.
Thank you. And welcome, sir, AbdiRahim, Dr. AbdiRahim. We are honored to have you here. And let's start our session. I'll start with your introduction. We know that you live in Somalia, but where in Somalia? And would you give us some insight to which country are you connected to? Yes, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, Aisha, Sim, and Sim Anwar. Really, I'm very appreciated, very delighted to be here tonight for you, for your interview. My name is Dr. AbdiRahim Hiz. I live in Somalia, but Bur'o city. Actually, I live in part of Somalia, but we are still struggling some international recognitions. We are called SomaliLand, but still we didn't get super recognitions from the international community. So I live in Somalia, especially Bur'o city, and medical doctor, as you mentioned it. So I'm a founder. I'm very delighted to be here tonight.
Okay, we also it's our pleasure to have you here, and I would like to know about your matrimonial status. Do you have a family here? What is your family background? Yes.
Actually, I'm married. I have a twins first 6 months today, and one baby boy. We have 3 children, and Alhamdulillah, we are very happy for that.
Okay, good. Good. So, we know that you are a doctor by profession and a pediatrician, and it is very much interesting when it comes to children. We know that it's a priority among families. Whenever a child is sick, we go to the doctor, and it's a physician, and we would rather prefer a pediatrician. So, how do you think that it is the awareness between parents, between families, that we should go to we should rush to a pediatrician? Mostly we mostly go to the physician. So what do you say about this?
Actually, to be a doctor is not it's very tough. Actually, all the time we are doing a sacrifice previously and initially. So actually, I'm not a real pediatrician right now, but I practiced it. I'm pediatric practitioner for the last 7 years. I work in Department of Nutrition Supply and treatment of medical complications, something like that. So actually, we need to have a lot of pediatric doctors in order to consume a lot of medical diseases in our children and also in our families. So actually, it's very interesting to share with your knowledge for different entities, like what we are tonight or discussing in our interview tonight. So actually, I'm very happy about that, and thank you for that question.
Okay, good. So about you being in ONPASSIVE, I would like to know about your journey with ONPASSIVE. How many years have you been here, and how it has changed your personal and professional life?
Yes, and Aisha, I was last 1 year. I have a full 1 year since June 2022 last year. I joined on Passive, and I'm very happy to be on Passivian. I was wondering at how our CEO thinking about the tragedies around the world, and he is very, very humble. He is very what do you say, I don't have any words to conclude to say something about Ash. And I know that there's something like when you hit obelisk that is changing the formula of the world, or we are changing some other when you had there's a lot of problems around the world, and on passive I knew that on passive will be the solutions of part of or all of the problems around the world. So in my idea about on passive in my journey is I was thinking previously. I was handling to do on my own spirit, just on my spirit to do what only concerns in my issues. But then today, after I joined to on passive, I knew that there is something different happens around the world. So ONPASSIVE creates me that to give what's so called empathy or sympathy to the others. So that's the what I think that will ONPASSIVE will change in my spirit from issue to the whole issue around the world. So I can say I come the right time at the right space in ONPASSIVE.
Well, yes, well said, Dr. Abdurrahman. You have just said it right, because few of qualities of our CEO that draws our attention towards him and in this company, mostly because we relate to him. We can relate to him, and whatever he talks about humanity and uplifting humanity, that draws our attention more. And we know that money is a byproduct, but it's really a second. It's not a first priority. First priority is the human element that draws our attention towards Mr. Ash Muffa. And you just answered another the next question, that how ONPASSIVE is different from other companies, and you answered it that because of this humanity element and uplifting humanity gesture that we have in our hearts, and with that we are going to go ahead in this journey, and going to improve the human world and the global life altogether. So I would like to ask you, how do you think that ONPASSIVE would be the one to bring about this revolution to the human life in this world, and what are the factors which you think will undoubtedly proceed to the same, please?
Aisha, I will take some words in our CEO. Always when I'm in my country, I always read every summary about the presentations that he give in a Wednesday night. Then I translate in my language. I give to my people for that recap as a short and sharp. Always that summary makes my heart full of joy and happiness and lots of humanity. So I can say he said, I'm your CEO, I'm your boss, and I want to change your lives. by a minor entity. So at that time, he's not thinking about how to get lots of millions of dollars in his own, but he's thinking about to change the human lives, different human peoples around the world, to change their lives by a single artificial intelligence like. So in my view, we will can proceed for this inshallah for the future or coming months, coming years, for in a different, when we get in different products. I think as you know, nowadays he mentioned it, or he told us that he is going to give some feedbacks about what we taken previously. So in ONPASSIVE, the priority is the humanity and to build the peoples, not the economic status of a country or some technology, but to create a peoples whose life changed totally. So I think in this roadmap that we have, or the train has left the gun right now, and he mentioned that the train has left over, but today we are waiting the time of change in our peoples. So I will say first for humanity, next for the development. So I can say ONPASSIVE will proceed a lot of things that all the world will be surprised, inshallah.
Yes, inshallah. Our company would be an all-rounder in the global community. It's an all-rounder, because I can say this because we know that it's going to bring a revolution in our technology and in any type of field which you just name it, and we will have it in our company in the coming years. So another thing is, how do we know that you know that we have a lot of digital products in line, and we are coming up with our O-Connect and with the O-Tracker next. We have about 52 products in line, one after the other. As we speak, we know that it's not so far away, it's just coming soon. And the moment the products start flowing, we will see that one in a month and two in a month, and then in weeks we will see a lot of products in line. So I want to ask you which one of that product has its every product has its own value, but I would like to know which one is your favorite one.
My favorite products in our line is first is O-Tracker. O-Tracker is the helicopter view of all the products, how is everything's going on. As Ash mentioned it, everyone needs to have O-Tracker because it is the one who's manipulating all the products, and it's very cheap actually, and everyone can avoid. But the next thing that I can take is O-Connect. And O-Connect, I preferred that O-Connect has a lot of features according to the other conferencing applications like Zoom that we have sharing tonight. So I actually very appreciated to have that product, and my favorite product will be O-Tracker, and O-Tracker is the one who's manipulating for your all other products. You can mention it may say every product for something, and how's everything going on. You can note about the O-Tracker. So that's my Ayesha. That's my favorite product that I am going to have, inshallah, soon.
Okay, inshallah. We are also waiting impatiently for that O-Connect and O-Tracker afterwards. So another thing is we know that Sir Ash has repeatedly stated that ONPASSIVE has provided us with value. even if we haven't got any dollar in our account yet, but we only have credits, so to speak.
Fair
So,
credit, yeah.
but we don't have dollars yet. So if I'm saying that, how do you put it that how has it added value to us?
I actually, I always repeatedly say that there's no much things to say about dollars. He's going to change the human life is by a special manner. So in the core value of ONPASSIVE would be like, we can say, the humanity. The core value for ONPASSIVE is an humanity, not humiliation. So we are getting rid of thinking about the idea of dollars or idea of getting to be rich, because we are not going to quick reach. There's no he mentioned that there's no way shortcut of success. It's a roadmap, and it has a lot of obstacles. You are falling down, you are going down, and you are falling down again and again. So the latest time you may get your effort. So the ONPASSIVE has an effort and the value of humanity, regardless that dollars or something small entities like that. In my opinion, not opinion, but the core value of ONPASSIVE is to be humanity based. Everything should be humanity based. Everything should be obelisk like. Everything should be smooth and not be rough. So that's the core value of ONPASSIVE for the different other technologies around the world. It's never the only thing that we are different from the other technologies or other companies around the world is to the humanity. And the humanity is the first. We are building of a lives, not building of huge buildings. It's not much sense if you have the tallest tower in Karachi, but if you build something good in your community or in your peoples, that makes something that makes the sense. So that's the humanity and the core value is that.
Yeah, it means that we know that we feel uplifted already. We know where we stand. We the standing we have now, which we didn't have 2 to 3 years before. I think it's something overwhelming. We didn't even felt like that before joining this company. So even if we don't have any earning any dollar yet, we have a lot of value and we can feel it, we can relate to it, and we have the another thing, a big family as our founders, a founder family and a global family. So thank you for answering well to this question. And another question, you know that we have this company, our company has been is busy in marketing, doing marketing efforts like in Dubai and Burj Khalifa, and you know about the ONPASSIVE metro station and FIFA World Cup afterwards. So what do you think it has done to overall standing of the company? This all marketing efforts.
Oh, actually, ONPASSIVE uplifted a huge development since last 6 months. In 2022 end or fall of the winter, November in World Cup. Actually, we have in October last year, we had a meet and greet event in Hargeisa, the city of our country. Actually, there was a lot of people that were consuming or that were hunting us to. They are thinking about when everyone saw that event, they were not giving much attention, you know. So whenever the World Cup came, you see ONPASSIVE logo has appeared to the grounds or to the stages in World Cup. everyone was going to make busy in our status or in our bonus. So the next thing that was very special was the metro station in Qatar. The third thing was Burj Khalifa view, laser view. We said laser view in our country. I don't know what in Pakistan just is that Burj Khalifa, and that was make it in our people's make feel proud about ONPASSIVE, because everyone was thinking about, oh, ONPASSIVE, it is less like some other corrupted corrupted companies. That company will go over, and ever you can hear a lot of propagandas in our company. But after that time, everyone was surprised. There is no way, short way cut for success. But in that marketing in World Cup, Burj Khalifa, and metro station in Qatar, that makes ONPASSIVE move lifted up. And we are still joining, and we are still doing more efforts. It's not good to say we are getting much money for recently, but I am hoping that we are getting much more efforts, much over development, much over products into the markets soon, inshallah. So our marketing system is very talented, actually. I can say Nazal and the Egyptian lady, what was the name? That lady, Selma, or I think.
Yeah, Dr. Suzanne, yes.
Suzanne, yeah, Dr. Suzanne. They are very attractive people. They are hunger to be developed. They are starving to do something which is crazy and make the world different. So I am very proud about that, and appreciating to continue that effort of marketing. Especially, they are doing some changes in Abu Dhabi, also in Egypt, because I had some rumors saying in last week, I think it was last week, Mr. Fred mentioned that there will be Academy will be in Egypt, and OConnect will be starting in Abu Dhabi. If OConnect is taken by Abu Dhabi country or UAE, that's enough for all of us. If we are using our product, not we are getting something, but to use my product is everything for me. So if you are using OConnect, I will say yes. Today, once a day, I hope I will say OConnect is my company, and I am very happy to have with you tonight. So our marketing company is actually, I can say, wow.
Yeah, you're right. Each and every product is a whole company at its best. Each and every product, I think it reflects so much value and so much tremendous portfolio it has, that I think we have 50 and 52 companies. These are not only products. So another thing is ONPASSIVE is a platform of positivity and humanity. We know that, and we are discussing it as we are going through this whole discussion. But we do detect negativity around us, even now, as we have passed. So many years have been passed, and we have seen a lot of things materialize. But even then, there are people which are saying negative things. They're providing a negative environment altogether. So what do you want to say about this?
Actually, Roma was not built in a day. It's not easy to sleep and wake up and you get in something good. You are sleeping and dreaming a lot of horror things. And when you wake up, you are eating your breakfast, simply. Because last night you get to sleep and you dream a very horrible dreaming. I can say we are in the mood of negative environment around the world. No one is going to step over or move on for another company. Last week, if you see the updates around the world, Google was entertaining that they are developing artificial intelligence right now. And we had artificial intelligence before 2 years ago. So everything, there is a checklist. And this negative things are checklists that was intended. And we are moving it and we are kicking it, you see? So the negative is the mood of the current, it's the current mood around the world today. Because every country is pushing another country, every company is pushing another company. This is something we can say it's a normal life. So in my attitude of ONPASSIVE, that I will not take revenge, I will move on. I learn from Ash that.
Yes, very, very right. You are right, sir. You are very positive about this, and as our CEO is, and we have to keep this attitude, this behavior towards whatever comes our way, even if it is a negativity. We should say we should just ignore it and go ahead. That's the thing we
Move
should do.
on, yeah.
So another thing. Now, I know that you people have done some web, the meet and greet meetings in Somalia also, and there are also webinars going on, a lot of it. So, have you also organized a meet and greet meetings or webinars there yourself?
Thank you, Aisha, for asking me that. Actually, we have a leader, international leader, and Abdi so you know, and we have a lot of leaders in around the world. Somali leaders, we say Somali leaders. You know, Asim-Pakistan, Amina Musa, and Abdi so all the leaders, Somali leaders living in Australia and UK. So we are organized by ourselves, and we invited. I think Julia was attending that webinar. As well, there was Chris, I think, you say Chris Jones or Chris Brown? I don't know. And also, there was a lot of American leaders in that webinar. We presented in our Somali cultural and songs and I would say entertainments. And that meet and greet was by showing that all ONPASSIVE families are same in a one country as in one soul or in a one person. So at that time, we organized it by ourselves and invited all those leaders who have time to participate. And next, for future, we are I think we are expecting to do much more webinars or meet and greet events in that webinars. You will be invited, inshallah, Waseem and Ayesha, inshallah. Ayesha.
Thank you. Yes. So before we move on, I'd like to thank all of our live audience here. Thank you all for coming and joining us. And it's an honor for us that you are here and supporting us in our session. So, Dr. AbdiRahim, I just want to ask another question, and the question is, it's about your professional line. You are a pediatrician by profession. So, how do you see these diseases nowadays? As you know, we have just come across this COVID, and for 2 years we were the whole world was facing an entire this pandemic, which was in every walk of life. Everyone was affected by that. So after that, which type of diseases are there in children, which at the moment in this I'm talking era and nowadays, which type of diseases are there in small kids and in adult as well? Yes.
depthfully, and you know, COVID-19 tackled in ONPASSIVE company for 2 years. We lost 2 years from 2019 to 2021. The progression was very low. And at that time, as Ash mentioned, he has been working hard to improve people's lives. And also, he mentioned that he have quite few friends all the time. And every day, there was a big event in ONPASSIVE. Some were available as a publics. At that time, the obstacle was COVID-19. In this area or in our country, if I say something about, the only thing that I am thinking about, if I manipulate once in my life about Oblas product, I will conjugate these problems to change some of like childhood diseases, which are more preventable, because these preventable diseases is lack of let's say investment. Poor investment in the country makes the diseases to progress, you know. So mostly the diseases that we are challenging in here are preventable diseases, or the immunization preventable diseases, infectious diseases actually. When I'm saying infectious diseases, it's diarrhea, pneumonia, something like that. Just diseases or any kind of infectious diseases. The other thing that is malnutrition. Infectious diseases and malnutrition, the top core diseases in our city, especially in children. So ONPASSIVE will change, I hope, and I'm expecting 100% that ONPASSIVE will change these obstacles, these minor diseases. Why I'm saying minor? Because if the disease is preventable, I can make the children free from that diseases. In order to, I can invest about regarding to oblas by giving immunizations everywhere, wherever every place they are, because they are children from the outside of remote areas. They have not getting enough food and water. They are starving and they have diseases at that time. So simultaneously, we are covering both the poverty and also the diseases by immunizations, because it's preventable. All the diseases that we have in here are disease preventable from immunization preventable, vaccine preventable diseases we are highlighted in here. So ONPASSIVE will be the only company that will cover, and that will demarcate all these preventable diseases, inshallah.
Inshallah. So we know that it's a done deal, sir. So we are going to see these improvements, and a lot is being done, and it will be done as we speak, and as they are doing so much efforts to proceed and to cover such human problems. So I think that's the thing which we are working for. These are the aspects, these are the factors which are going to be improved, and which are going to be the tasks, and whatever the practical steps they are taking, they are being implemented for the same problems. Inshallah, we will see a good, a better and a healthy world, inshallah, in future. So now I'm just moving on to my last and a very important question. What is your message for the founding members and the new coming, or I can say the upcoming customers to our company? Yes.
And firstly, our message up toward the coming customers, resellers. Yes, you mean resellers. So I'm welcoming you, and I have the opportunity. I'm giving you the opportunity that others are not going to get. So welcome to ONPASSIVE, and make this chance and make your dream true, you will see your eyes by the changing around the world, what's changing around the world. And to the founders, including Waseem and Ayesha, I am giving you the message that Ash previously given us. One night, I think it was, I think it was last year, October last year, he said, a building will always be a building. A tree will always be a tree, and a human can be anything. That's what a greatness of a word is. And we can achieve a greatness, as you know. We are here just to, we are not here, he mentioned that we are not just here to eat or drink, breathe or survive. We are bigger and we are expecting much more. If we ever get to meet, we will have a chat about that. And I believe that a creator is behind of all this. And that's another good thing that we can say. So survival, he also mentioned that the survival is not a purpose we're created to achieve, discover or explore or aim higher than just to be survival. So I'm just saying or analyzing, we are something bigger about that. We are human and we are building into everything. The other coming years, inshallah, we decided to create this technology, and everyone has to believe this. ONPASSIVE, you have to believe. Others don't believe if they don't want, but we decide to go walk or to do hard or to proceed our company. It's do it or die. There's no other plans. You have a plan to die? No, everyone's saying no. So that's my message towards all of ONPASSIVians. And thank you. We are all the top of ONPASSIVE today, and we are all founding members. And this is the platform of success. Thank you, Ayesha. That's what I'm going to say.
Yes, we are all in it, and we are all in on one road, and this road just goes to a lot of tops, and it's not going to stop, and we are going to move ahead and ahead and so on. And inshallah, we will have a better world and a better place to live in the future. So
Inshallah.
thank you, sir, for coming to our session and giving us so much important knowledge and giving your precious time. Thank you. It's an honor for us, and we'll just close this session now here. Thank you, and bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayesha. Thank you, Waseem. Have a good night, all of you. I think it's late time in your
Right.
city.
Yes, it's late. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I am